This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. A 23-year-old male is in hospital nursing injuries following a shooting incident on Sunday morning. Police here in the capital now on the hunt for the suspects responsible. According to information received shortly after 2:45 a.m., the victim was standing outside a club on Elizabeth Avenue when a physical altercation erupted between some unknown individuals. As a result, in an effort to avoid being injured, the victim attempted to run away. However, while doing so, gunshots were discharged at the group from occupants of a burgundy Japanese vehicle which sped off in an unknown direction. The victim then realized that he was shot to the upper body. He was transported to the Princess Margaret Hospital in a private vehicle where he is now listed in stable condition. Investigations continue into that matter. Meantime, police on Eleuthera are investigating a shooting and stabbing incident. They both took place on Thursday. A 32-year-old male of Hatchet Bay was shot to the lower body and is in hospital in stable condition. Reports indicating that sometime around 11 p.m., the victim, along with a group of males, were standing in front of a business establishment on the main street of Hatchet Bay when occupants of a gray Jeep opened fire, resulting in the victim being shot. The suspected vehicle then sped off in an unknown direction. Police are appealing to members of the public who may have any information as it pertains to this incident or any other criminal matter to contact Crime Stoppers at 328-TIPS. That's 328-8477. As for the stabbing incident, police arrested a male for grievous harm and unlawfully carrying arms sometime around 9:45 p.m. While making a complaint at the Governor's Harbor Police Station, the victim was approached by his brother, and the siblings got into a verbal argument which became physical. A knife was produced, and the victim was stabbed multiple times about the body. The incident was calmed by officers who arrested the suspect and transported the victim to the local clinic for treatment. He is listed in stable condition. Investigations continue into that matter as well. In other crime news, police here in New Providence are aggressively investigating an armed robbery which occurred on Saturday. Preliminary reports reveal that sometime around 11:09 a.m., the victim was sitting in his vehicle at the front of his home in the area of Pine Yard Road, that's in eastern New Providence. It was during this time that he observed a male known to him exit a white, heavily tinted vehicle dressed in dark clothing and shades. The victim then approached his male and produced a firearm and robbed him of an undisclosed amount of cash, after which the suspect returned to the vehicle and sped off in an unknown direction. Investigations continue into this matter as well. Police appealing to members of the public who might have any information to contact them, once again at Crime Stoppers, 328-TIPS, 328-8477, or go to your nearest police station. A zero-tolerance approach to the proliferation of weapons on the streets of the Bahamas, resulting in the recovery of 5 pistols and 1 assault rifle, along with 1,134 rounds of ammunition being confiscated. The weapons were seized by police during the period Monday, April 24th through Sunday, April 30th. Police also arrested and are questioning 9 adults and 1 juvenile in connection with the confiscated weapons. Additionally, 4 people, all adult males, have been charged by police for possession of unlicensed firearms and ammunition. They were apprehended by officers attached to Operation Ceasefire, SWAT, Drug Enforcement Unit, Traffic Division, and the Anti-Gang and Firearms Investigation Task Force. Police crediting these successes to members of the public who continuously provide intelligence in an effort to eradicate illegal weapons from the streets of the Bahamas, reduce crime, and ultimately save lives. Officers attached to the Criminal Investigation Department have arrested and charged at least 2 males for separate indecent assaults. On Monday, April 10th, a 27-year-old male resident of Windsor Street off Bernard Road indecently assaulted a minor female while at a home on Village Road. Meantime, officers also arrested a 59-year-old male on Friday, April 28th. The man of Peter Street off East Street is accused of indecently assaulting a minor female while exiting a school bus in the area of Carmichael Road. And finally, in celebration of the 5th anniversary of the National Neighborhood Watch Program in the Bahamas, fire authorities, along with the Royal Bahamas Police Force, teamed up with Neighborhood Watch programs to install fire alarms in 8 homes of the elderly and the disabled in the community of Centerville. Coordinator for the National Neighborhood Watch Program, Ms. Ismella Davis, says there have been several house fires in the Centerville area recently, and there were no smoke detectors in any of those homes, which makes this initiative very timely.
Bahamas, today, as we celebrate the 5th anniversary of the National Neighborhood Watch Program in the Bahamas, which started in 2018, we thought it fitting to do an initiative with our community partners. And so today we are going into several homes and we'll be putting smoke detectors in the homes. As you know, fire safety is a very serious initiative. Several homes have been burned down by fires, and so we want to make sure that our senior citizens are covered, that they understand the importance of fire safety. And so with Fire Branch and our community leaders, Pastor Randy Hanoff from Centerville Town and Cheyenne Chipman, we are here along with our neighborhood officers to walk through the community and to provide the smoke detectors in the respective homes.
The smoke detectors and alarms will give residents sufficient time to get out of their homes in the event that there is a fire. Guard Commander Inspector Natalie Ranger gave residents tips on proper alarm placement, noting that fire alarms should not be placed in the kitchen.
Okay, if you are cooking, you know, when you're cooking, that's heat and smoke letting off. So the smoke detector will automatically go off if you have that in the kitchen and you're cooking. So that we'll call it a false alarm. Okay, so we don't want a false alarm to happen. So you always place it away from the kitchen, like I say again, in the hallways or the bedrooms.
How many do you need this one?
If you can afford it, it will be important that if you can put one in every bedroom and also in the hallway. And if possible, in the front room, especially around Christmas times, because, you know, if you have a Christmas tree and, you know, you have all those lights and the tree, the socket is plugged in, that's why we advise persons to unplug the Christmas tree at night when you go into bed, because that's the quickest way for a fire to spread is through that Christmas tree. So if you could afford to put it in your front room, in your hallway, and each of your bedrooms, we will, you know, that would be very good.
Two recipients of the fire alarms, Anthony Miller and Susan Roker, expressed their gratitude for the initiative, especially as both households have small children.
I feel very good. Want to be thankful for you all doing it for me. There's most homes around you need it. I really do need it because I don't have any in my house, so I appreciate what you all are doing.
With me as a handicap and a couple of grandchildren, sometimes the children, they out the way, can only me and them there.
Yes, yes.
Sometimes I'm in my room and sometimes they're in the front room watching TV. So if I hear with this,
Right.
I can hear something and then I can come out and try my best for us to get out.
Yes, sir.
You know, it's a timely, you know, gesture, you know.
There are currently 166 neighborhood watch groups across the Bahamas. Ms. Davis says she hopes the program will continue to spread far and wide throughout all of the islands. And that'll do it for your JCN Evening News. Once again, I'm Jcn Saunders. Thanks for joining us.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.